for me real quick. I'm gonna go ask my father if we have Benadryl. I don't have it. I don't have it yet. Parents are checking. He's just checking. All right. Pipkin is checking. And you know, if there is Benadryl, you find. Oh, nice. Thank you. Oh, this is off-brand Benadryl. Equate allergy relief. Diphenhydramine. 25 milligrams. Jet, I'm gonna need you guys to donate to the 6,000 mark. When did it expire? I don't know. It doesn't have a lid on it. It says 5/19. I think this might be from 2019. No, I wanted Benadryl specifically. Thank you.
The chat.
Jet, my fate is in your hands. Ah! Another $5 for the USS Hornet. This isn't a good idea, Pippa. What's one Benadryl? Chat, this is prescription medication. The slippery slope, Pippa. I have allergies. Chat, I might need Benadryl just to cope. I'm on 3 Benny right now. Bro, do people? Chat, I'm not gonna lie, I've lost interest in Battleship. All right, I'd rather talk about Benadryl. We're moving on to Benadryl. I'm so shocked. Wow, I'm so shocked. I can't believe Pippa wants to talk about Benadryl instead of Hasbro's classic board game Battleship. Okay, do prescription medications expire? This is now a react stream. Oh, actual Benadryl. 2 years newer. Yeah, December 2021. Thank you.
We don't ever use that.
Well, there's a good reason. Benadryl is kind of bad. Benadryl does expire. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy.
There are plenty of reasons to want a fully stocked medicine cabinet, but it's also possible to be too prepared. Like, while that huge bottle of aspirin you bought on sale 10 years ago might have seemed like a great idea, it's almost definitely expired by now. Expired medicine might seem like a weird concept because a lot of it doesn't get moldy or slimy like old food. Some of it's just powder, but it can expire, and when it does, it's time to pitch it. Just like with packaged food, drug manufacturers in the US are required to provide an expiration date for medications.
Chat, no, it's a pill. How can it expire?
All bets are off. Some of this is because outside factors can cause compounds in medicine to break down more quickly. Heat, humidity, and sunlight are all big ones, and in some cases,
Chat, but they stay in the bathroom.
those broken down compounds can actually become unsafe. So if you've been keeping your aspirin in the bathroom cabinet all this time, your shower has probably done a number on it, even if everything looks normal. For many medicines, there's also the risk of bacterial growth, especially when it comes to liquid medicine. As soon as you open that container, the contents are no longer sterile and quickly become susceptible to contamination from the environment. So if you take that past the expiration date, there's a chance you're drinking something pretty nasty. Ultimately, taking expired medicine is like spinning a roulette wheel of potential dangers. In the best case scenario, the drug just won't work as well, and in the worst case, you'll make yourself more sick. And since it's really difficult to figure out, hurt you. Some prescription drugs have a very narrow therapeutic window, meaning the exact dosage is really important. Receiving too much or too little of an active ingredient could have significant adverse effects. So at the end of the day, it's much—
Chat, it's Benadryl! It's Benadryl. Chat, gonna make a poll. I'm leaving this up to you guys. I'm leaving this up to you guys. Do I take the Benadryl that expired in 2021? My fate is in my chatter's hands. Time to vote on 30 homes. What is the autism spectrum? Benadryl had
on the spectrum don't activate a part of their—
the Benadryl challenge. Dad, what is 1800 divided by 25? That's a lot. What the fuck? Were people actually taking that much Benadryl? Were people taking that much fucking Benadryl? 72? Holy fuck. Holy fuck, chat. My chat won't even let me take one Benadryl. Being the Hat Man, the Benadryl problem.
Social media is no stranger to seemingly random and harmless challenges. Usually,
72
these
is
lighthearted
crazy.
videos are meant
That's
to
too
make us
much.
laugh, and some even be
That's
tied
too much
to a great
Benadryl.
cause. One challenge has caused severe and permanent harm to many, and even claimed lives. And the terrifying thing is that the product in question is probably in your household right now.
An unthinkable tragedy. An Oklahoma teenager dies.
Someone actually killed themselves taking 72 Benadryl? Are you fucking serious? Chat, I took 2 Benadryl. Like a few years ago now, I think. Before a stream, because I thought it was normal allergy medication. It's not. It's not normal allergy medication.
Benadryl is generally safe when the recommended dosage is taken, But when you ingest more than instructed, it is one of the most powerful reality distorting drugs you can
How come people do cocaine and not Benadryl?
take.
The challenge involves taking 10 or more pills to trip out or hallucinate. A dosage that size can be
And nothing but the $5 for the USS Hornet.
The challenge appealed to many susceptible teens and young adults. It hit headlines
They
when a
do.
15-year-old girl from Oklahoma died from partaking in the challenge.
Because cocaine's more
A
highbrow.
tragedy like this from a viral challenge is disturbing enough, but this is only the surface of a much darker and more terrifying world than you can imagine.
Oh,
My daughter consumed over Benadryl around midnight.
how much? Did she say
December.
50? I'm sensing, like I'm picking up on like how she was speaking. It's gotta be like 50, right?
Or, I'm sorry,
15.
November 30th, 2020. My daughter is still awake, hallucinating. It is now December 1st, 2020. For over 24 hours, she has been hallucinating.
First, you have to understand how the
We saw the Hat Man.
hallucinations and experiences on Benadryl differ from psychedelics like LSD. Diphenhydramine is categorized as a very rare subclass of hallucinogen called a deliriant. Another example of a deliriant is datura, so you know this is hardcore stuff.
What is Datura?
A deliriant induces delirium, a state of utter confusion coupled with lifelike hallucinations. It's not uncommon to hallucinate an entire family member or friend in your room
What?
talking to you, only to find out that of course you've been alone the entire time.
What is Datura? Datura. 5 terrifying Datura trip stories. 2.3 million views. Wait. Joe Rogan! Did Joe Rogan take Datura?
Yeah, it's
Look at
made
it.
from
See,
like
Datura, scary apparently.
Yes.
Datura is
it
supposed
melts people's brains.
Datura is Terrence McKenna swore off of it
Yeah.
when he was talking to a guy in an open air market.
Yeah.
And
Jamie,
the guy
pull that
thought
up.
they were back at his house
Jamie, pull up the guy doing Datura.
Oh fuck.
in the living room.
Yeah.
And he realized somewhere along the line of the conversation the guy didn't know where he was.
Yeah, it's
Look at
made
it.
from
See,
like
Datura, scary apparently.
What? Man eats a whole Datura flower. Ew! Chat, can you get high from that? I feel like you have to like smoke it for it to. Why is he doing this? It's so weird. I feel uncomfortable. Is it fine? Is this actually like a tiger lily or something? The Datura makes you crazy.
This, my friend, is
My friend?
Datura. This is what made
Datura.
Craig crazy.
It's a really pretty plant.
Shit'll kill ya. I'll give you a trip.
Chat, what if you planted Datura plants like outside your house if you live near like homeless people? Because then, like if like crack addicts come into your yard, they can eat the plants and then is it too far? They won't come into your yard anymore. Oh, eating 17 Datura seeds gave me schizophrenia.
Hello, my YouTube family. Today, we're going to be telling you an extremely spooky, scary trip report.
I think. I've never read it before, but I mean the title is Nightmare.
Plants versus zombies! That's so fucked up.
In flux, and it's a compound that we haven't really compound. Let's call it the actual thing. It's a plant. It's Datura. It has in it psychoactive compounds. One of them being scopolamine, which is the whole Vice documentary, and I've mentioned this before. They call it like the brainwashing drug. They blow it in people's faces and they command them to do whatever they want, like they're zombies and they have no choice. But the main plant it comes out of is Datura. It's something that I don't suggest anybody touches. It's even used in some very sinister ayahuasca brews, which is why you have to be very careful which ayahuasqueros you choose as your guide and shaman. Anyway, what we're gonna be doing today is reading a trip report online, commenting on
Ayahuasca is the stuff Joe Rogan talks about all the time. Ayahuasca and DMT.
what they did right, what they did wrong. This is all being done for safety and harm reduction.
Love this guy's review. Is this entire channel just this guy reviewing illicit substances? Oh my god, it is! This entire channel is just this guy smoking random shit! What? What the fuck? Lauren tries meth! DMT simulation! Alright. It's time to see what Joe Rogan
you guys have
sees.
spokes start to intensify and you're like, holy shit, what I'm looking at.
Chat, there's no way this is what drug addicts actually see, right?
Oh, he's got the To be
There's
completely
no
frank
way.
with you, so far this looks nothing like DMT to me. Nothing. I'm not trying to be rude.
Yeah, see?
I just gotta be upfront here.
It is. Whoa! There's no way.
Maybe a high dose of acid or mushrooms. But to me,
What?
DMT does not do these types of patterns whatsoever.
Wait, he could like identify different patterns based on what drugs? What the fuck?
Of course, we don't suggest anyone does this, but if you are, we want to teach you how to do things safely. And if you ask me how to do things safely, is there's some compounds,
Tell
plants
me
that you
about
should
your
just not touch.
schizophrenia.
One of them being that frightening tale of Datura. Ammonium are very strong. They are very bizarre, but seem natural. What I mean is everything is very, very.
Does this guy actually have schizophrenia? Do you guys think Joe's epic rants about psychedelics?
I think we're in a weird place in society where the term drug is a blanket and it covers things that have vastly different effects. It covers caffeine, it covers nicotine, and it covers dimethyltryptamine, which is crazy.
And Joe Rogan.
It's crazy that all those things are drugs. Adderall's a drug. Benzodiazepine is a drug. Xanax. There's a million. Very lucky when I went to the Vatican, we got a guide. We hired a private guide that was a scholar from France. And when he's
We
not
hired a scholar from France to teach me about hallucinogenics.
working in the summers, he gives these tours.
He gives you drugs. You go to the guy, you go to the scholar in France, and he guides you to the drugs. Dr. Binks, you think for $20 for the USS Hornet.
And he was a brilliant guy. I wish I could remember his name. I should probably find it out to give him credit. Brilliant guy. So he takes us through showing us all this artwork. It's incredible.
It made a draw my life of Joe Rogan's rants. Yeah, this is.
They had little penises, and it was explaining the whole thing that big penises were thought to be barbaric, and it was not representative of like someone of class and dignity and education.
What is he talking about? I thought this was going to be a discussion of like him doing DMT and seeing the gnomes, but.
And so we get to this pine cone, and he says to me, he goes, "Do you know what this represents?" And I said, "Is it the pineal gland?" And he goes, "Yes." And then we start this conversation of why these Catholics would have this enormous representation of the pineal gland.
What is the pineal gland?
Which they reference as the seat of the soul, and that this gland, which is in the center of your brain, is thought to be literally a third eye. And on reptiles, it actually has a cornea and a lens. This gland. Like, literally, it's exactly where the third eye of Eastern mysticism is. And they've got a representation of it right here. And it's thought to be where dimethyltryptamine is produced. And this whole connection to it is so old.
Eat the pine cones, they make you high.
It seems like you go back to the John Marco Allegro stuff, you go back to the Dead Sea Scrolls, which are the oldest version of the Bible, the only version that I believe the only version they have in Aramaic of all those stories. And
this isn't fucking
if he's
animated.
Right, if John Marco Allegro is right, it all kind of makes sense. That these people were having these experiences much like the Greek.
Chat. It's a book about how they think Jesus was all a mushroom trip. Like multiple people saw Jesus. Were they all on mushrooms? Think of drug addicts. Have you guys ever seen that one video? It's like a lady singing in her car, and oh god, I'm trying to recall the whole story. Drug hippie in car singing. Here we go.
Took a little bit of acid, a little bit of shrooms. Did that tree just talk or was it you?
Do you remember when this bitch was everywhere?
Feel my face melting. Existential bliss.
She was everywhere. She was fucking everywhere. Oh god, not this. Yeah, this. And it turns out she's like extremely rich. She's like, I don't remember if she herself is rich. I don't remember if she herself was really rich or if it was like her family. Vulture, super villain. Woo! Wait, house tour. Yeah, I'll make you guys listen to more stuff.
In the mountains of Peru, drinking ayahuasca with the shamans too. Cup of champagne to the shift the mood. I've been learning about myself, finding out my truth. I've been healing my soul, tried to.
I think the lyrics suck, but I do like the music.
Took a little bit of acid. I got big hair, big heart, big tits, big life, big goals, big checks. Now I'm not usually one to flex, but I earned it, so I'ma talk my shit, yeah. Internet's.
That's not very peace tree loving hippie of you. Are hippies allowed to flex? I thought that was like against their culture. I thought like the whole thing about being a hippie was not flexing because you're like part of the earth, man.
And I was dead, yet here I am, got my whole family fed. Fake news, you're a sheep, believe everything you read. Folks don't work at Lockheed, dad's a drunk and mom don't needed blood to feed me. And then my music called every time my mom first got spice and
Oh, she's fighting back. Oh, so the accusations were that her family works at Lockheed, which would have been fucking insane. Would have been insane. Looks familiar. Isn't she a corn star? I don't know, Anomaly, but the fact that you might says a lot about you. She seems salty. I thought she'd be a happy hippie, but she seems like an angry hippie. Is this not a real hippie? Look at her house.
All right, we are at Shannon's house here in the woods. So beautiful.
Just a random fan shows up to her house. She's not a hippie.
Hi.
What the fuck? There's no way she just wears that normally. There's no way. There's no way that no way.
Unhinged. Unhinged as fuck.
Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.